Hi, Bonsai Iligan here. I'll be working on this cascade Pemphis. I have videoed this once, and that was about a year ago. And right now, uh, this has grown a bit, and so I need to uh, cut some twigs, overgrown twigs, and also remove some old wires. So I will make a playlist for this because this will be the second video. If you remember in that first video, if you look it up again, this is very thin foliage pods. So okay, I'll show you the 360 just slowly, so that hopefully it will remind you how this one looked previously. And so we place some lime sulfur on this dead part. So there are many twigs which needs to be trimmed. Karon i-focus ko no ang. Okay, so we're focusing on the dead part so that you will remember. Okay. So I guess that's it. Then I'll start working. I'll be cutting some twigs and removing some wires. Okay, I will be removing some wire. Cut this very overgrown. This one, this one, this one, this. Okay, so I will remove this wire because it has already bit. This is double wired, so I will need to remove 2 wires. But then I will cut this portion. This has grown. And I hope to make a pad here. So I cut it there and make a pad here. Hopefully, it will be like that. But anticipatedly, that's the way to do it. Because once you cut this branch here, it will try to ramify before the cut portion. So again, for beginners, when you remove wires, especially when you are uncoiling rather than cutting, use both hands. The left hand, if you're left-handed, or I mean if the left hand is used to support the wires which are. So while I am uncoiling the wires, I'm also trying to straighten it so that it will be easier for me to uncoil. See? This one, try to straighten the tip. Okay. So double wire, you have to alternate them, otherwise it will uncoil upon each other. Okay. almost done with this wire. The expected response, if you cut it here, it will ramify in this side. I'm almost done. So straighten the wires so that you can remove it more easily. Okay. So as I have said, I am planning to put a pad here, not to overly grown it. So not to overgrown it so that it will not shade out this one off. So if the pad will be here, I will cut somewhere to be safe here. Okay, like that. This one is also a little bit thick already, so I can cut somewhere here. Okay. So the rest is like, it's just a trim. Okay. Okay, we will not be thoroughly trimming this. I'll do it off camera, so it will not bore you. So we try to remove the branches which are going down and other branches which are too long, obviously. Okay, so that is for this branch here which is we are applying to. Now here's another branch, this top one. See this one, this branch is already covering this dead part. So we need also to remove so that we can make a pad here. So we remove sort of some large portion of the branch. See? Okay. And then again the rest is again trimming. I really would like you to see the previous video because it will show how much this has grown. Because you see, growing Pemphis is not so easy. This is a very it requires a lot of care because firstly it is a voracious eater of fertilizers, and then again it requires a special kind of fertilizer wherein you use seawater or salted water if you don't have seawater, but preferably seaweed water. And sometimes it requires foliar fertilization you spray on the leaves, and that is very tedious. So we just put salt there, and then salt in the ground, and then that's it. But sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes the Pemphis will still weaken if the leaves are not sprayed. But you do not also spray too much, because the leaves will grow a little bit slightly bigger than the usual. And another characteristic of the Pemphis is if the root is being attacked by fungus, then it will just die on its own. Sometimes I lose branches. Sometimes one time I lost already one medium size Pemphis that was already very old, but probably there was a fungus in the soil and it died. But I have lost so many branches already of Pemphises. Now if you forget to okay, by the way, here's a very large branch. Okay. I think I just cut it. Okay, some dead branches. I'll continue trimming first, because there are still others which are. Actually, I'm not just trimming, I'm pruning. Pruning because I am taking long branches as long as this one. It's about 4 inches, which I took. So I have discussed how I fertilize this, but probably as a review, I fertilize this with ordinary fertilizers plus seawater or salted water twice a week, and sometimes I use fish emulsion once a week, and then all are liquidized. What I do is, even the normal NPK or balanced, they call it balanced fertilizer, I dissolve it in water overnight in a pail of water, and then in the morning I just pour it into the soil. Okay. So I will not thin it out very much because the Pemphis will really would need there's a large bristle, so I took it. Pemphis would need each root, growing hormone, so it will look, once it loses its vigor, once it loses its hormone supply, then it loses its vigor. So this one is also going down. So you need to cut this here. So I think I have removed a lot already. But you have to remove, you have to be careful when you remove these tips. Okay, the growth hormones are there, so you don't really want to remove everything, especially this one. So that's why when you're going to a bonsai show, so it takes a long time to prepare for the Pemphis because you cannot just trim it all at once. You have to leave some vigorous shoots so it will not lose its vigor, and then we can probably so I'll show you the 360. I think I cannot really show you the 360 because this will cascade is over there. Instead, I'll just show this. This is the front view, and that's my work for today. Maybe in the future I will be cutting more, but by the time I will be cutting more, it would have grown so much already. So this one I did not cut to the hilt once again because Pemphises would like to have leaves. Before I used to cut to the hilt because I would like to have branches which are moving, which have characteristic, but I have found out that once you cut too much, the Pemphis will lose its vigor and then weaken, and then it will take longer for it to revitalize. So that's it for now for this Pemphis. My work is done. So hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something, and thanks for watching.